Good morning, beautiful yogis. I'm Monique. Today we're going to get started in mountain pose. Feel the four edges of your feet. Feel your quads engage, belly's hugged in, shoulders are up, back and down. And just begin to settle in. Feel your feet firmly grounding into Mother Earth. Feel your breath begin to calm. If you wish, you may allow your eyelids to flutter closed. And just begin to draw all your attention inwards. Nice, cool, calming, even breaths. Notice how on the inhalations your body expands, and on the exhalations everything tracks towards midline. Let's take a few more breaths of this. Perhaps bringing our hands into prayer at heart center, connecting with your inner core. Feel your beating heart. Allowing all your thoughts to settle. Just bring yourself into this very moment. And on the inhale, let's inhale the arms up ahead, relaxing your shoulders, softening your gaze, and come into crescent. Biceps are close to your ears. Fingertips are reaching towards the wall. If you like, you can always have your arm down. Whichever feels best for you, always remembering this is your body, taking it to the other side, remembering it's your body and that my cue's only here to guide. Just listen, allow your body to take you where it would like to go. Midline, return to center. Twice more. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale, release. Taking arms out to center. Let's do the same movement but incorporating our torso. So on the exhale, squeeze everything towards mid-center. Inhale and open. Exhale and open. Twice more. Exhale and open. Last time. Exhale and open. Bring our hands above us. Hands come down through the heart center as we forward fold. Allow your head to hang heavy. Coming into ragdoll, we take hold of each elbow. Let your head hang heavy, it's fine if there's a bend in your knees. Deep breaths. Begin to feel your hips, upper back begin to release. Take a few breaths, deep, deep breaths. We're only still warming up. And then switch out elbows, bring your other elbow underneath. Just a few breaths out. And release. Bring both hands to the mat. Gently begin to straighten your legs, half lift. Find your length, reaching through your crown, reaching through your spine. Full forward fold. Once again, head hangs heavy. It's fine if there's a bend in your knees. Coming into Padahastasana or Gorilla Pose. Let's place our hands, palms up, under our feet. And at your own pace, begin to straighten your legs. You may do one at a time or both at the same time. Breathing into your upper back, breathing into your hamstrings. Deep breaths. And release. Releasing your feet from their hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full forward fold. arcing arms up. We'll bring our hands down into prayer, and we step to the back of our mats. Inhaling our hands up, hands come down through heart center, forward fold, half lift. Walk your hands out into our first down dog. Fingers are evenly spread. Hips are reaching for the ceiling. We broaden through our collarbones. Back of your thighs are pushing towards the back wall. Few deep breaths. And just to warm up, we're going to begin with 4 rounds of sun salutation in. So on your next inhale, coming up onto your toes, bend your knees. As you bring your gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Arcing arms up, we salute the sun. Gazing towards our thumbs. Hands come down through heart center as we forward fold. We half lift. Bending our knees, framing our feet, we step back into our plank. Sliding forward, hugging our elbows in, we lower. Halfway, chaturanga, modified by lowering your knees if you wish. Slide into your up dog. Shoulders are rolled back and down, sternum is lifted. And we meet in our down dog. Finding our breath. When you feel ready, let's begin again. Inhaling, coming up onto our toes. Bending our knees, our gaze comes forward as we step or we hop. We inhale, half lift, lengthening through our spine and crown. We exhale, full forward fold. Arcing arms up, saluting the sun. Hands come down through heart center as we forward fold, all the way down. Half lift. Bending our knees, framing our feet, we step back into our plank. We slide forward. We lower halfway, chaturanga. Always the option to lower your knees. We slide up dog. And we meet in our down dog. 2 more rounds. Inhaling, coming up onto our toes. Bending our knees, our gaze comes forward as we step or we hop. We inhale, half lift. We exhale, full forward fold. Arcing arms up, saluting the sun. Hands come down through heart center as we forward fold. Half lift. Bending our knees, framing our feet, we step back into our plank. We slide forward. We lower halfway, chaturanga. We slide up dog. And we meet in down dog. Last round. Inhaling, coming up onto our toes. Bending our knees, we bring our gaze forward, stepping or hopping to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, full forward fold. Arcing arms up, saluting the sun. Hands come down through heart center as we forward fold. We half lift. Bending our knees, framing our feet. We step back into our plank. We slide forward, lower chaturanga. Slide up dog. Meeting our down dog. Completing sun salutation in. On our next inhale, inhale your right leg, 3-legged dog. Bring your knee all the way through to your forehead. Push away from the earth, round your upper back and extend. Preparing for low crescent lunge, we bring our knee all the way, our foot all the way through. Plant our back knee down, leaning into our hips. We inhale up, low crescent lunge. Go post your arms, make space. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Twice more. Lengthen and open. Final time, lengthen and open. Bring our hands down, framing our front foot. Straighten your front leg, flexing your front foot. Coming into a half split. Hinge from your hips. Work your chest towards your thigh. Deep, deep breaths. Breathe into the whole back of your front leg. Your knee and your hip of your supporting leg is in a straight line. Planting our foot down, walk your back foot in just enough. Pyramid pose, an inverted V. Both feet face forward, legs are straight. Inhale, tabletop back. Exhale, hinge. Inhale and exhale. Twice more. Inhale and exhale. Final time. Inhale and exhale. Bring a slight bend to your front knee. Frame your front foot. Inhale your back leg up. Firm up your back knee. Firm up your legs. Square your hips. Coming into the Shiva squat, we bring our back knee in to kiss the back of our front knee. And extend. And Shiva squat. And extend. Twice more. Shiva squat. And extend. Final time, Shiva squat. And extend. Planting your foot down, frame your foot. Step back into your down dog. Let's pedal that out. Taking you to the opposite side. We're going to inhale our left leg, three-legged dog, squaring our hips, extending that leg. Bringing our knee into our forehead. We push away from the earth, rounding through the top of our back, and we return to our three-legged dog. Preparing for low crescent lunge, step your foot through, plant between your hands. Back knee comes to the mat. Lean into your hips. And when you're ready, inhale up. Low crescent lunge. Goal post, open. And lengthen. Goal post. And lengthen. Twice more. Let's goal post. And lengthen. Final time. Goal post. And lengthen. Bring your hands down, frame your front foot, prepare for half split. Straighten your front leg, flex your front foot, and hinge over that leg, bringing your torso towards your leg. You can perhaps hold your foot if that feels good for you, or if you'd like to bring balance into it, you can always take your hands behind your back. Deep breaths, nice and gentle. Placing our front foot down, we frame it, and we step our back leg in just enough. Pyramid pose, our inverted V. Legs are straight, toes face forward. Tabletop back, and release. Inhale, find your length, and release. Twice more. Inhale, and release. Last time. Inhale and release. Bringing a slight bend into our front knee, we frame our front foot, inhaling our back leg up. Preparing for Shiva squats, firm up both legs, hips are square, and then bring your back knee in to kiss the back of your front knee. And extend. And Shiva squat. And extend twice more. Shiva squat. And extend. Last time. Shiva squat. And extend. Planting your back foot on the mat. Frame your front foot. Step back into your down dog. Pedaling it out. On our next inhale, we inhale our right leg, three-legged dog. In our front foot, preparing for warrior two. Back foot stays in line with the short end of the back of your mat. Knee and ankle of your front legs in a straight line. And when you're ready, inhale up into your warrior two. Arms are shoulder height, arms are firm. Turning your front palm up, take it up and overhead, reaching for the back wall. Reach through your fingertips. Cartwheeling arms over, extended side angle. Bringing our hand to the mat, our gaze follows our hand to the ceiling. Option to stay just as you are, or if you like, come into your bind. Top arm drapes behind your back, bottom hand reaches through. Pushing from the edge of your back foot, feel the length, up your leg, up your torso, rolling your top shoulder back, we gaze up at the ceiling. Deep breath. And return to your warrior two. Cartwheeling our hands around, we frame our front foot, come back into your wide angle forward fold. Deep breath. And now let's take it to the opposite side. Walking our hands around, preparing for warrior two on the side. Our back foot remains parallel to the short end of the back of our mat. Knee and ankle are in a straight line. Option to either bring your hand to your thigh for a bit of balance, or inhale all the way up into your warrior two. Arms are firm. Turning our front palm up, we reach for the back. Peaceful or reverse warrior. Going as deep as you can. Cartwheeling arms over, extended side angle. Bring our palm to the mat, gaze follows our hand to the ceiling. Option to stay as we are, or if you wish, come into the bind. Draping your top hand behind your back, reaching your bottom hand between your legs, finding the length through your whole side body. Deep breath. And return to your warrior two. Bring our hands down, framing our front foot. Walk your hands around, wide angle forward fold. Getting deeper and deeper every time. Walking our hands around, framing our foot to the side. Step your foot back, finding your down dog. Pedal it out. The back of your thighs are pushing towards the back wall. Hips are lifted up towards the ceiling. Broaden through your collarbones. Fingers are evenly spread. Take a few deep breaths here. Then inhaling your leg up into three-legged dog. Squaring your hips. Bring your knee all the way to your forehead. Pushing away from your mat. Round through your upper back. And return it to three-legged dog. Preparing for fallen star, we're going to bring our knee all the way in, past our arm, come onto the edge of your outer foot, pivot your back foot, find your fallen star. Bring our palm back to the mat, we bring our leg back into three-legged dog. Bending our knee, let the weight of your foot fall behind you, opening up your legs to the side. Option to stay here twirling your ankle in either direction, or to bring that ball of your foot to your mat, finding your wild thing. Lifting your whole torso towards the ceiling. And release. Palm comes to the mat, finding your three-legged dog. Find your down dog. Inhaling your other leg up, three-legged dog. Step it through so that you're able to return to your wide angle forward fold. Maybe that by this time your head's almost by the mat. Taking what we've just done to the opposite side, walk your hands around, frame your front foot, step back into your down dog. Pedal it out, sway your hips, do any movement that feels good for you at this particular time. Inhaling your left leg into three-legged dog, squaring your hips. Bring that knee all the way into your forehead. Push away from the earth, round your upper back, and return to your three-legged dog. Preparing for fallen star, we're going to bring our leg past our right arm, coming onto the outer edge of your front foot. Inhaling our right hand towards the ceiling. And release. Step back into your three-legged dog. Bending your knee, let your foot fall behind you, opening up your hips. Option to stay here twirling your ankle or to find your wild thing. Allow your gaze to follow your hand behind you. And release. Coming back into our three-legged dog, we find our down dog and we pedal it out. Bending our knees, we come into our mat. Just pivot your knees slightly so we all face center. Onto our knees, let's prepare for Purukasana. Take your leg out to the side, your foot is flat, palm rests, facing upwards on your extended leg. Inhale your other arm up, and on your exhale, take it up and over, reaching your fingertips towards the wall. And exhale, take it over, always reaching your fingertips. And again, inhale, using your side body, take your hands to the opposite side, shoulders slightly rolled back, feeling that beautiful lateral stretch. And again, twice more. Inhale up into Purukasana, gate pose, and release. Final time, let's inhale up into Purukasana, and release. Planting your hand firmly down on the mat, option to stay with your legs supporting you, or come into side plank, shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. On the inhale, lift your hips, take your arm overhead, and release, palm to thumb. And inhale, lift, 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 and release. Twice more. Let's inhale, and release. Final time, inhale, and release. Bring your hand up to center, scoop it under your side body. Inhale up, and scoop, and inhale up. Twice more. Let's scoop, and inhale up. Final time, we scoop, and we inhale up. Bring your hand to your hip, return to your knees, coming back up to center. Taking it to the opposite side, take your leg out to the side of your mat, foot's firmly planted, palm is facing upwards. Extending your arm, inhale, Purukasana, close the gate, and exhale, release. And inhale, deep inhale, and release. Twice more. Let's inhale, and release. Final time. Inhale, reach, and release. Preparing for side plank, you can leave your knee as support, or if you wish, come into side plank. Shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. On the inhale, lift your hips and release. Inhale, reach and release. Twice more. Let's inhale and release. Final time. Inhale and release. Returning to center. Let's scoop it under our side body, reaching for the back wall. Inhale to center. And scoop, 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 and center. Twice more. Let's scoop and center. Final time. Scoop and center. Bring your hand to your hip. Return to your seated position. Moving on to our next position, let's make our way onto our mats. Feel free to sit on a blanket. That little bit of height works wonders. Our sits bones are right on the edge of the mat. We're going to flex our feet, spread our toes. Inhale, find your length, relax your shoulders. Hinge from your hips, Paschimottanasana. Deep breaths. Go as far as you can with a straight back. And then just release into your pose. Taking as many breaths here as feels good for you. Taking all the time you need. Deep, deep, deep breaths. Taking a few more breaths. Only when you feel ready, walk or slide your hands up your legs. Taking your leg out to the side, sole of your foot comes into your thigh. Coming into Janu Shirasana, let's take hold of our big toe or your foot. Remember, this is your practice. My cues are only meant to guide, so find a way that feels best for your own body. And when you're ready, take your arm up and overhead. Perhaps you'd like a bend in your elbow, or perhaps you'd like to come into the bind. Whatever feels good. Keeping your chest open, always creating space. Few deep breaths here. Feeling free to try all the different movements or positions until you find the one that best suits your own body. Inhaling center. Pivot so your torso is facing your extended leg. And once again, hinging from your hips, hinge forward over that leg. Deep breaths. Deep breath. Walking or sliding our hands up our legs. Stacking your spine, bring your head up last. Let's take that all to the opposite side. Extend your opposite leg, flexing your foot. Find your length in your torso, take hold of your foot or your toe. And when you feel ready, inhaling your arm up and over. Maybe a bend, maybe the twist, maybe the bind. Top shoulders roll back, keeping that length in your chest. Deep breaths. Feel that beautiful stretch in your side body, pushing this opposite hip down into the mat so you can get the maximum stretch. Just enjoy the feel of allowing your body to open. And release. Walking or sliding our hands up our legs, stacking our spine, arms come to center. We pivot to face our extended leg and we hinge. Deep breaths. Taking all the time you need. Just enjoy. Walking or sliding our hands up our legs. Stacking our spine, head comes up last. Bring both feet to center. Coming into boat pose, I'm going to pivot just so you can all see from the side. You can stay. You can stay facing forward. Your feet can be on the mat. They can be at half mast or fully extended. Spine straight, belly's head hugged in. Your palms can be on the mat, behind your shins, or stretched out in front, whichever feels best for your own body. Let's lower and lift, lower and 2, lower, 3, lower, 4, lower, 5, lower, 6, lower, 7, lower, 8, lower, 9, lower, 10. Let's hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking hold of your big toes, Ubaya Padangasana. Extend your legs, roll your shoulders back and down. Feel that beautiful hamstring stretch. It's balance as well as a stretch. Few breaths here. Deep breaths, keeping your shoulders rolled back and down, keeping your belly hugged in. Few deep breaths. And release, bringing our feet to the mat, taking your feet out to the edges of your mat, windshield wipe your legs. When you find your legs draped to one side, carry on turning, taking your palms to either edge of the mat. Find your twist, beautiful detox twist. Taking your time, deep breaths. Using your hands to support yourself, come back to center. Allow your legs to drape in the opposite direction and take your twist to the opposite side. Palms on either edge of your mat. Shoulders are rolled back. Find that beautiful twist. Deep, deep, deep breaths. And gently release, using your hands to support you as you return to center. Bring your feet to the center of the mat, taking hold of your shins. Begin to lower down, one vertebra at a time, nice and gentle. Preparing for bridge, walk your feet in towards your bottom. And we're going to engage our whole core, using our obliques, our abdominals, our glutes, and our pelvic floor. Pressing down to all four edges of the mat. Inhale up into your bridge. Maybe you'd like to walk your shoulders under the back. Perhaps you'd like to interlace your fingertips. Taking that bridge as high as you can. Squeezing it upwards. Inner thighs are drawing together as we stay in our bridge. Deep breaths. Release halfway. Pressing into all edges, four edges of your feet. Return up into your bridge. Deep breaths. Let's hold here for a moment or two. And release halfway. Twice. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. As high as you can go. Deep breaths. And release. Last time. Inhale all the way up. Squeezing your inner thighs towards each other, using your whole core. And release. Releasing your hips, your back, your hand. Roll up into a ball. Forehead and knees towards each other. Find your breath. When you feel ready, extend your legs all the way out in front of you. Feel your shoulders settle into the mat, palms face up as we prepare for Shavasana. Allow your eyelids to flutter closed. Just feel all your facial muscles relax. Imagine you have this beautiful warmth right from the crown of your head, slowly drifting along your entire body, soothing, relaxing, and nourishing. Just breathe. Feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish. Gently make your way out of Shavasana. Maybe you'd like to roll over into your favorite side into the fetal position. Gentle, mindful movements. And when you're ready, make your way into an easy seated pose. I thank you for coming to your mats today and joining me and sharing your practice. And as Namaste means, the light in me recognizes and bows to the light in each and every one of you. So until we all meet again, may our thoughts be kind, our words gentle, and our